Welcome back to Pure Mind Think, where we dive deep into the mysteries that shape our world and our souls. I'm your host, Pure Mind, and today we're stepping into a story that's been whispered through the ages, a tale of ancient prophecies, modern wars, and a question that might just keep you up at night. Are we living in the countdown to the Gog-Magog War and Armageddon? Stick with me, because this isn't just about dusty old texts or far-off battles. It's about us, right here, right now, and a choice we might still have the power to make.
Picture this. A tiny strip of land in the Middle East, no bigger than New Jersey, becomes ground zero for a cosmic showdown. Nations rise, alliances shift, and a script written thousands of years ago starts playing out in real time. But here's the twist. What if we're not just pawns in this story? What if the creator who set it all in motion is waiting to see what we'll do next? Let's unpack this together. History, prophecy, and a little bit of hope. Hit that subscribe button, grab a coffee, and let's get started.
Let's rewind the clock about 3,000 years. A man named Moses climbs Mount Sinai, and something extraordinary happens. He doesn't just come down with the 10 Commandments carved on stone tablets. He's handed a book, a mysterious document we call the Torah. 5 books. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, packed with stories of creation, liberation, and laws. But here's where it gets wild. Rabbis have whispered for centuries that the Torah isn't just a history lesson. It's a code, a map of everything that's ever been, is, or could be.
Fast forward to 1948. After centuries of exile, the nation of Israel is reborn, thanks to a United Nations vote. The very next day, war breaks out. Israel versus its Arab neighbors. Then again in 1967, the Six-Day War, tanks rolling through Jerusalem. 1973, the Yom Kippur War. 1987, the First Intifada. Each clash feels like a drumbeat, echoing something ancient. And in the Book of Psalms, chapter 83, we find a chilling prophecy, a coalition of nations plotting to wipe Israel off the map. The text names them: Edom, Moab, the Ishmaelites, Ammon, the Philistines. Translate those into today's geography, and you've got Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Egypt, and Iraq. Sound familiar?
Now, I'm not here to say every headline proves the Bible right. That's not how this works under fair use. We're exploring, not preaching. But when I look at the Middle East today, April 2nd, 2025, with tensions flaring since October 7th, I can't help but wonder, is this the Psalm 83 war unfolding? And if it is, what's next? The Gog-Magog War and Armageddon? Let's dig deeper.
Psalm 83 is just the opening act. The real headliner comes later, in Ezekiel 38 and 39, the Gog-Magog War. Here's the setup. A leader named Gog, from a land called Magog, rallies a massive alliance from the north. Scholars debate the details, but many point to modern Russia, Iran, and Turkey as possibles. They descend on Israel, not just to fight, but to obliterate it. The Bible says God himself steps in. Fire, brimstone, chaos, and the invaders are crushed.
But it doesn't end there. After Gog-Magog, we get 7 years of what's called the tribulation. Think global upheaval, plagues, tyranny. Then, the grand finale, Armageddon. Not a metaphor, but a real place. A valley near Megiddo in Israel, where the ultimate battle between good and evil explodes. I've stood there myself, looking out over that quiet plain, and it's eerie to imagine it as the stage for the end of an age. Revelation says it's followed by 1,000 years of peace, then one last showdown, the final clash of light and dark.
Here's the kicker. None of this could have happened until Israel existed again. Before 1948, it was just a dream on paper. Now, the pieces are in place. Iran's drones buzzing over Lebanon, Russia's shadow in Syria, nations turning from the dollar to new alliances. It's like watching a chessboard set up for the Gog-Magog War and Armageddon. But are we locked into this script, or is there a way out? Hold that thought.
Let's pivot to something mind-blowing, the Torah codes. In 1994, Israeli scientists cracked open a secret hidden in those 5 books. Using computers, they found what's called equidistant letter sequences, skip codes. Start with a letter, skip 50 spaces, grab another, and suddenly words appear. They tested it with 34 famous rabbis, names, birthplaces, death dates, all there, encoded 3,000 years ago.
Then it got crazier. Yitzhak Rabin, Israel's prime minister, was warned in 1995. The code said, "Assassin will assassinate." He went to a rally anyway, and bam, a lone gunman took him out, just as the Torah predicted. 9/11? Twin Towers, airplane, bin Laden, all there. Hiroshima, 1945? Atomic Holocaust, Japan. Kennedy's death? Oswald, Dallas. It's not just spooky, it's specific.
But here's the twist. The Torah doesn't predict. It's a quantum map of possibilities. When they asked, what if Rabin had stayed home? The code said, assassination delayed. When they searched Armageddon, it popped up with Assad, Holocaust, and a haunting question. Will you change it? This isn't fate carved in stone, it's a challenge. The Creator didn't just hand us a script. He gave us a choice, and that's where faith comes in.
So where does that leave us? If the Gog-Magog War and Armageddon are on the horizon, why does the Torah keep asking, will you change it? I think it's because the Creator, the one who spoke the universe into being, didn't design us to be robots. He gave us free will, a spark of his own nature to shape this story.
Imagine you're a kid again, playing in the backyard. Your dad builds you a treehouse, hands you a map and says, explore, but watch out for the cliffs. That's the Torah, a map from the Creator, showing us the cliffs of Gog-Magog and Armageddon, but also the paths to peace. Psalm 83 lists nations ready to pounce, but Isaiah 17 says Damascus could fall first, a benchmark we're not there yet. The outer circle, Russia, Iran, China, looms, but the dollar's collapse and new alliances aren't destiny. They're warnings. Here's a story I haven't told before. Last summer, I met an old vet named Tom at a diner in Ohio. He'd fought in '67, seen the Six-Day War up close. Over coffee, he said, "Kid, I've seen evil, tanks, bombs, hate. But I've seen good too, people praying, helping, believing. That's what keeps us going." Tom didn't know the Torah codes, but he knew the Creator's heart. Evil doesn't win unless we let it. The Bible says God's got a plan, 1,000 years of peace after the chaos. But maybe we don't have to wade through the Gog-Magog War and Armageddon to get there. Maybe faith isn't just waiting for the end, it's trusting the Creator enough to rewrite the middle.
Now here's where it gets dicey. Some folks, like Yuval Harari, a big thinker at the World Economic Forum, say AI should rewrite the Bible, create a correct religion, they claim, from a superhuman mind. Fair use lets me quote him. AI can write a new Bible, a book from a non-human entity. He thinks today's faiths are flawed, human-made.
But hold up. The Torah's already beyond human. A 3,000-year-old matrix rearranging itself for every choice we make. 8 billion of us, every day. AI can't touch that. It's built on human bias, censored data, and algorithms that reflect our mess, not God's design. Imagine AI scripting the Gog-Magog War, and Armageddon, cold, calculated, no soul. That's not a reset, it's a hijack. Picture this, a world where unelected elites, think Great Reset vibes, use tech to centralize everything. Food, money, faith. The Torah's the last bastion of something bigger, a gift from the Creator to guide us. Rewrite it, and we lose the map. But keep it, trust it, and maybe we sidestep the cliffs.
So what's our move? I say it's prayer, not panic. Action, not apathy. The Creator's watching. Revelation says he's the Alpha and Omega, beginning and end. But the middle, that's on us.
That's it for today on Pure Mind Think. The Gog-Magog War and Armageddon, they're not just ancient tales or tomorrow's headlines. They're a call to wake up, to trust the Creator who made us for more than chaos. Are we in the end times? Maybe. Can we change it? I believe we can, because He believes in us. What do you think? Drop a comment. Do you see prophecy unfolding, or a chance to rewrite the script? Hit like if this stirred your soul, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs hope. Next time we're tackling teaser topic. Until then, keep your mind pure, your heart open, and your faith strong. This is Pure Mind, signing off. See you soon.